6 months ago, I tried an experiment combining faith and fitness that I thought might help a handful of women at my church. Today, over 100 women are participating, and the results are unlike anything I've seen in 20 years. Let me show you the numbers. First, my credentials. 20 years in fitness, gym owner for over a decade, thousands of training hours, hundreds of client transformations. I know what typical fitness results look like. 80% of people quit their program within 6 months. 95% of dieters regain weight within 2 years. Average retention for group fitness, 3 to 4 months. But I kept seeing something that bothered me. Even my most successful clients, the ones with the dramatic before and after photos, often seemed miserable. They'd reach their goals and still hate their bodies. They'd achieve their strongest selves and still feel weak inside. They'd lose the weight and gain it back within months. What if the problem isn't the workout plan or the meal plan? What if the problem was deeper? That question led to an experiment that changed everything. Here's the context. My marriage was struggling after 20 years. I went back to church, desperately seeking guidance. I joined this program called Freedom, 12 weeks of dealing with trauma, shame, guilt, and emotional baggage. I'm sitting with 10 to 12 women every week, and I started noticing a pattern. Every conversation comes back to their bodies. I'm ashamed of how I look. I hate myself for eating that. I can't look in mirrors. I feel disgusting. These women were doing deep spiritual work, but nobody was connecting it with their physical health. That's when I had this idea. What if I combined everything I knew about fitness with the spiritual and emotional healing that I was experiencing? What if fitness was about honoring your temple instead of fixing your problems? What if community went deeper than just a workout accountability partner? What if we addressed shame and identity, not just calories and exercise? I called this Sisters in Strength. Spring of 2024, I offered this to my existing clients as a 6-week program. The target, 10 women. Actual signups, 19. Price, $99. Intentionally low because I felt called to serve. But here's what was different from any program I'd run. Week 1 feedback. This is the first time fitness feels sustainable. I love that we're addressing my heart, not just my body. I finally feel like my fitness and faith can work together. Week 3 results, 100% attendance. This is unheard of in fitness. Women asking to extend beyond the 6 weeks, planning activities outside of our sessions. Week 6 outcome, 18 of 19 women wanted to continue. 0 dropouts due to working out. Physical results happening faster than traditional methods. Why? Because we weren't fighting against shame and self-hatred. We were healing them first. Then I asked my church if they would be interested in offering this program for our spring semester. Our church has popular groups and they fill up very fast. We decided to be generous and set this up for 20 women. Registration opens at 9 a.m. on our group's rally Sunday. By 9:02, full, with a wait list. I'm staring at my co-leader saying, what just happened? Emergency meeting with church leadership, expanded to 30 spots, filled within 10 minutes, added 5 more to cap it at 35. These spots were gone immediately. Our final count was 37 women that included 2 group leaders. But the demand was just the beginning. Here are the retention numbers that shocked everyone. Week 1, 37 women attended. Week 6, 35 still attending. Week 12, 33 women completed the program. That is 89% retention, compared to the 60 to 70% of traditional fitness. Let me get specific about results across our 37 women. Physical transformation, average weight loss was 12 to 18 pounds. 23 women completed their first 5K. 8 women did their first push-ups ever. 15 women moved from beginner to intermediate fitness levels, but the emotional and spiritual data blew me away. 31 out of 37 women reported improved body image. 28 women said they stopped negative self-talk. 25 women started seeing their body as a temple. 22 reported feeling more confident in all areas of life. 19 women formed friendships beyond the group. 14 women started attending church more regularly. 12 women brought family members to other church programs. 8 women volunteered at our church for additional ministries, and 16 married women reported improved intimacy. 21 mothers said they'd model healthy eating and self-talk to their daughters. 13 women started wearing clothes they'd hidden in their closets. Summer arrives. These 37 women don't want it to end. My co-leader Brooke and I needed a small break, but we had an idea. What if we trained some of these women to become leaders themselves? I condensed our 12-week curriculum into a 6-week program over the summer. It focused on the most transformative topics. Week 1, identity. 2, community. 3, stewardship. 4, rest. Yes, rest. It is sacred. 5, strength. 6, celebration. I trained 8 women from our original group in my kitchen. Summer of 2025 results: 4 groups running simultaneously, 8 certified leaders facilitating, and over 100 women participating, all around this topic of sisters in strength. But here's the multiplication effect that really got me. Each leader brought their own flavor while maintaining core principles. Women started inviting friends from outside of our church. Other churches began asking how they could implement this. One group focused solely on young professionals, young ladies. A third welcomed fitness beginners exclusively. Today's numbers, as of this recording: 4 active groups, 100 plus women, 8 trained facilitators, and 2 churches involved. 15 plus churches inquiring about how to bring this into their communities. But the testimonials are what really matter. Sarah, for the first time in 40 years, I don't hate my body. Michelle, my husband says I'm more confident than I've been in decades. Jennifer, my daughter asked why I stopped calling myself fat. I realized I was modeling something completely different. Lisa, I finally understand what it means to be fearfully and wonderfully made. Rachel, who's a young adult, I wish my mom had this when I was growing up. Amanda, this didn't just change my body, it changed my entire family. And my personal favorite, Kim. I used to work out to punish myself for eating. Now I move to worship God for what my body can do. You want to know exactly what we do that creates these results? Equipment needed: a yoga mat, a set of 10-pound dumbbells, mini resistance bands, and a water bottle. All of this costing you about $20 at Five Below. The weekly structure: 45-minute workouts, 45 to 60-minute discussion time, small group prayer, take-home reflection questions, an optional buddy system for accountability. And the discussion topics week by week are: identity, your worth isn't your weight; community, sisters over competitors; stewardship, temple care over body punishment; rest, sacred, Sabbath over guilt and laziness; gratitude, celebrating what your body can do; forgiveness, releasing body shame and guilt; purpose, how physical health serves your calling; boundaries, saying no to protect your temple; hope, God's plan for your health journey; leadership, modeling healthy habits for others; and celebration, honoring how far you've come. The magic isn't in the workout plan. It's in addressing the whole woman: body, soul, and spirit. Here's what this did to my fitness business. Revenue impact: increased client retention by 200%. Referral rate jumped from 20 to 65%. Expanded into new market, faith-based fitness, created multiple revenue streams: training, facilitator certification, church partnerships, but more importantly, ministry. My own marriage was saved and strengthened. I discovered my true calling beyond just fitness. My relationship with God deepened through this work. I learned to lead from authenticity instead of perfection. Women bringing entire families to church, marriages improving as women gain confidence, daughters learning healthy self-talk from transformed mothers, church attendance increased among participating women. This is a ripple effect. Other fitness professionals asked about faith-based approaches, churches nationwide inquiring about implementation, women driving 45 plus minutes to participate, pastors reporting this as the most transformational female small group they have seen. So what can you take away from these numbers? If you're a woman who's tired and if you've tried everything and nothing sticks, the problem isn't your willpower, it's your approach. You need identity healing before behavior change. Community and faith make transformation sustainable. Your body is a temple, not a problem to fix. If you're a fitness professional, traditional methods have a 95% long-term failure rate. Addressing mind, body, and spirit gets better results. Faith-based approaches are an undeserved market. Authentic transformation requires more than exercise and nutrition. If you're a church leader, your women need this more than you realize. Faith and fitness integrate. It's biblically sound. Small group format works perfectly for this content. Results speak for themselves in the community transformation. Here's your action step for this week. Try the identity first approach. Before any physical activity, ask, am I doing this from shame or stewardship? Thank God for what your body can do instead of punishing it for what it can't or what you ate. Find one person to be your authentic community. One person. And it not just being a workout buddy. Approach the movement as worship. Rest as sacred. Then tell me in the comments, what could change if 100+ women in your community experience this transformation? What's been missing from every fitness approach you've tried? How might your life look different if you totally believed your body was a temple worth honoring? Because here's what I've learned from going from one woman, me, to 100+ women in less than 6 months. When you align your approach with God's design, when you treat bodies as temples, build genuine community, and address the heart before the habits, transformation isn't just possible, it's inevitable. And the numbers prove it. Your body isn't your enemy, it's your temple. And there are 100+ sisters who've learned to treat it like one. We are just getting started.